Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM. Tara na't simulan ng inyong umaga sa mga magagandang refleksyon tungkol sa ating buhay at pananampalataya. Kasama sina Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle ng Manila, Father J. Boy Gonzales at Father Nono Alfonso ng Kapisanan ni Jesus, Father Cali Llamado ng Manila Cathedral, at Binibining Risa Singson Kaupeng ng Light of Jesus Community dito sa Kapit Pandasal sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle. The Jesuit Hour. Get to know the Jesuits. Discover their spirituality, their history, their ministries. The Jesuit Hour. Anything Jesuit, everything Jesuit. The Jesuit Hour.
Lend me your ear.
Do you long for a good spiritual read? Or for literature that not only feeds the mind, but nourishes the soul as well? Do you want to be inspired, feel positive and hopeful about life? Then read The Windhover, the official magazine of the Jesuits in the Philippines. Written by Jesuits and their lay partners, The Windhover features real stories about the Jesuits and their various ministries. Be inspired. Be blessed. Subscribe to The Windhover. For inquiries, call the Philippine Jesuit Aid Association at telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892. Once again, Philippine Jesuit Aid Association, telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin mista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng pera. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing hiting at tigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. OFW Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Di Bata Blue Eagle, galing hiting at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Katipunan.
Let us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B, here on MindEd.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso ko'y pagod.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of MindEd, your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits. My name is Pat, pero promise nandyan din si B. Hintayin lang natin siya. B, nandyan ka ba? Galawin mo nga yung baso. Joke lang. Okay lang.
Hello.
So,
Sorry.
ayan. Okay. Go.
Hello.
Sige. Change of setting
Sorry.
tayo, B.
I had a lot of technical difficulties.
No problem.
So what's happening?
No, but I'm really liking the setting, B. It's a nice background you've got there.
Thank you.
Bawal
The
pag-usapan.
guitar. Hindi naman.
Okay. Bigyan
But
niyo kami ng
more-
context. Ganda eh. Very modern and fresh.
Yeah. Okay lang yan dyan. So ka na nga mag-gig na lang. Joke lang. Actually, yun lang
Okay.
na tumugtog.
Actually, so yun naman yung episode natin today. So take it away, B. Thank you. Joke lang. Okay.
Anyways, so how are you?
I'm good. I mean, the last time we had an episode was a couple of weeks. So yeah, that was my fault last week kung bakit wala tayong show. It was such a busy week. Ano ba yung ganap? I was doing something for Kirk on Wednesday.
Oh,
I did what was it called? I did parang live talks with K-Cube, yung company nila Kirk. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, dami ding mga kailangan i-record. So I needed all of the time I could get. But I mean, all of it was super productive and I'm super happy. I've been very preoccupied with a lot of trainings and seminars that I'm giving to different companies. So,
Right.
The thrust and the push for mental health is becoming really, I think, palpable and present in everybody's mind. So, I'm glad about that too. Ikaw, kamusta ka?
dami nangyari. Yun lang.
Yun lang?
Yun lang. Ang dami nangyari. Medyo emotional roller coaster. But everything went well naman din eventually. So, yun. Naisip ko kung ano nga ba nangyari. What else is
It's so
new?
very confronting to be asked this question a lot of the time, no?
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah.
supposed to be surprising to us because
I know. We ask this every week. So,
almost every week.
wait, sige, kwento mo konti. Slight lang. Ano ganap?
Well, transitioning ako ngayon sa career because I think I can say it publicly now. Diba? I'm switching. I resigned from my previous job and now doing a lot of things. Yeah. Anyway, sige. Sige, ikaw muna magkwento.
Bakit nag-aayos ka pa muna? Sige, okay lang. I think, ano ba? This is the first life lessons episode that we've had in a bit, I think. Parang the last one was before Mother's Day pa yata. I'm not so sure. Pero I mean, this is gonna be an interesting one because we don't have just one stranger today. I think we have 3. So we'll fix some stuff. We'll wait for the strangers to come in first. And then so we'll take an ad break for my ads pa tayo. Hindi pala ad break. We'll take a break for a bit. And then we'll see you back after the break. Thanks, guys.
Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang Socio-Political Apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan. All caps mga Atinista, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields as we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content. Follow at Radyo Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunan. katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog, lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, radyo, katipunan, radyo, radyo, katipunan, radyo, 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 katipunan, radyo, katipunan.
Let us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B, here on MindEd.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso ko'y pagod.
And we're back. Ayan, sorry. I had to do a lot of switcheroos. And we're back for real. Yep. And then I
We are
think
joined especially by Justin today. Hi, Just.
yes. Hi, Joss.
Hola,
I missed
hola.
you.
We have
Hola.
so much.
How are you guys?
Kamusta ka? So kami nagkamustahan na kami. Ikaw, kamusta ka?
Ikaw.
Eto, maganda pa rin.
Nice.
Ay, gusto ko yung may flip ng hair dun sa...
Oo nga.
Eto, maganda
Ganda pa
pa rin. Gusto ko rin yung flip ng hair, ganyan.
Right.
Oh, that's bigla na lang siyang hinangin ng electric fan. So,
Mas pahaba na yung buhok mo sa akin.
Oo nga.
Yes.
I know it's
Pansin ko.
already like down in the shoulder.
Pwede na kami mag-twinning.
Magsalamin ka, Just. Dali.
Oo nga eh. I'm just looking for my... Sige, mamaya.
Tapos kabit na natin ang mga
Oo.
bangs. Ganon.
Pero may
Ah.
disclaimer ako kasi
Oh,
it has been advertised by Lester before.
that.
I am not Joel Cruz, the perfumist or the king of scents.
That's a
Utang
good
na
one.
loob, wala po akong pambili ng pabango. Wala po akong pambigay na pabango.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good one. Hihingi na sana ako ng sponsorship.
Yun nga eh, di ba?
Yun.
But anyway,
Thank you
I
for
miss
keeping
you
our
guys.
station alive, by the way, Just. Your sponsorships and your money has really
My
kept the station
sponsorships?
going. Yeah.
Yes. By
Okay.
value of time and effort.
Oo. Well, na-miss ko naman syempre no, kaya na-miss ko na kayo kaya I wanted to be with you guys this in this episode.
Special
And
episode.
incidentally, this episode is kind of like close to my heart.
Do explain,
Hmm.
Just.
Sige nga,
Do
bakit?
explain.
Bakit, Just?
Well, I just found out that you are going to have a life lesson from a stranger, pero, or actually, tama ba? Narinig ko kanina, strangers.
Oo,
Yes.
multiple strangers apparently.
Oh, and it's your Pride Month episode.
Yes, it is actually.
Oh, di ba? So yeah, so happy Pride to everyone.
Happy Pride
Happy
Month,
Pride.
everybody.
Yan. So, and yun nga, I think it's something with that, to that note na that's why we have these strangers with us.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I don't know. Let's see. But I'm very, very curious about what's going to transpire with this talk tonight.
Actually, ako din.
Actually, ako
Oo.
din. Pare-pareho
Kasi this
tayo
is
sa
the first. Well, kasi this is the first time we're having not just one, but two, but three.
But
Yes.
three kasama ka, pero not so
And then,
strange.
of course, tatlo rin tayong nag-host ngayon. So
Ah.
parang, wow, okay.
It's a party.
It's a party.
It's a part. Exactly. I think that's the best way to describe it. Really, is that this is a party. So, sige nga, Just B, can you explain to us again, or for our audience lang, what's life lessons with strangers all about?
Wait, lagi ako yung nag-explain eh.
Hindi kaya, ako kaya yung nag-explain.
Ay,
Si Just.
excuse you.
Si Just
We
Oh,
yung
sige,
have
let me
episodes.
try. Let me try, Let me try,
Game.
but don't make tukso after.
When
Kasi-
was we ever? Okay,
Oo
go.
nga eh. No, life lessons from strangers is it works like this. Of course, there's a random stranger that's gonna pop out in out in the middle of our conversation. Oh, not really not really like random, but more of they're there, but we don't really see or know them, or not unless they talk, and then of course they just talk about their random life lesson, I guess. So yun. And hopefully doon may mapulot lang tayong one or two, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much where the
Yes.
conversation is gonna go.
Yes,
Tama,
actually,
tama.
actually we've gained more talaga with our strangers, 'di ba? Parang
Yeah.
ang daming beses na parang nasa-surprise na lang tayo na parang, oh my gosh, wait, bakit ang bigat to episode?
So true. So
I
true.
know,
Diba?
I know.
Nagiging super profound. So yay! Shout out to
Yeah.
all our strangers.
Uh,
Nabo.
if if all of our strangers are listening in today, yeah, shout out sa inyo. But that's so true. That's so if I'm being honest, I'm approaching this episode with a little bit of ano ba, care and mindfulness, really, kasi I don't know what to expect. Kasi a lot of the time, like, one stranger is enough to bring us to like tears almost. So what more if there's three? So sige, without further ado, let's bring them out, shall we? So isa-isayin natin kaya sila. Well, hindi ko alam kung sino yung mauna. So
Right. Siguro let's
Just, ikaw muna.
well, yeah, let's just randomly pick one of the
Okay, strangers ba to ba topic?
Paano
Please
kaya?
use the Zoom
Sige.
reactions.
Let me see.
Ah.
Do we have? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what their gender is. Like, well, obviously because this is like,
That's
we don't
true.
know.
Right.
This is a
Right.
stranger. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Any guy in this room right now?
Sige,
Stranger?
among the strangers, yung last na mag-raise hand na react, kayo yung uunahin namin. So, 1, 2, 3, raise hand react. Let's go.
Okay.
So, hindi mauna si stranger 1. Okay.
Okay.
Ay, hindi. Kaso ikaw lang yung nag-react eh. So, ayan. Oh, sige. So, si dot yung mauunang
Okay. Dot.
mag-intro. So,
Okay, you know who you
please
are.
unmute yourself and introduce not yourself as a actual identity, but your stranger pseudonym.
Your
So, let's go.
alias and how do you identify yourself para we know how to address
Yeah.
any minute now.
Okay.
Don't be shy.
Go ahead.
OMG, is that me?
Yes, it's
Yes,
you.
that's you.
Sorry. I've been having a hard time renaming my name. So I was like, who's that? That's not my code name. I had to check. Sorry. Okay. So
Okay.
so
who are we
hi.
talking to?
Hi. My supposedly code name is Unicorn at QC. Sorry.
Okay.
So-
Cute.
Yeah, so please
Unicorn.
call me Unicorn. I belong to the bisexual group of the LGBTQ. So I don't know, what should I say? I am a government employee, and I guess is this the part where I say more about myself, or
What do you do? Okay, what do you do?
Yeah, government employee
Government
nga daw.
employee.
yeah, I work
Sorry.
at the government
I missed that.
institution.
Am I assuming na QC because you are a unicorn from QC?
Yeah. Yes. Somewhere in QC.
Okay.
All
Sige,
right.
before we move on to our next stranger, just so we have it all in like a log, what's your life lesson for us today?
I have two. Is that okay?
Sure.
It's like for me, my life lesson is self-love is not selfish, because I think I cannot really love myself. And I mean I cannot really love someone or something, or until I learn to love myself. And I gotta know when it's time to turn the page. Like, I can't just be okay with everything. I have to know when it's time to say no and stop. So yeah. Sorry. It's just
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Sige. Well, we'll get back to that later. The second to the last person who raised their hands was Purple Star. So Purple Star, you're next.
Hi,
Hello.
can you guys hear me?
Yes, all loud and
Yeah.
clear.
All right, so I'm gonna start with my introduction, I guess. So, hi, I'm Purple Star. I belong to I belong to the Q as questioning of the LGBTQ plus group. I
Okay.
work as an artist, and my life lesson is, there's too much to say that I don't even know what to say anymore. But just for the sake of picking one life lesson, uh, God always provides.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Welcome.
Last person we have here. I don't want to say the name that's on the
The screen.
profile. So if you wanna rename yourself muna bago ka magsalita, okay lang naman. Or is that already your pseudonym? Pwede naman din.
Hi, actually, it's my pseudonym, so you don't need to worry about it. So let me introduce myself. I'm Nico, and I belong to the gay community, and I work as a virtual assistant. And definitely, my life lesson would be just be true to yourself, and everything will follow.
Yes. It's
Right?
like everybody's like just everybody in the pride group, right? Of course.
Actually, wow.
Exactly.
Be true
Thank
to
you. Thank
ourselves.
you.
Thanks for that.
Sige. Okay, this is difficult because there are 4 lessons. So di ko alam kung saan tayo magsisimula. Pero maybe something that cuts across or something that's common here is, well, I guess being true to yourself is also loving yourself.
Also self-love.
So either, and also parang like when you say that everything will follow, it's also as if you're saying that everything is provided for you, or everything kind of gets provided, not for you, but everything gets provided. So it's somehow related also to the lesson of Purple Star, where God always provides. Pero sige, let's go with the whole theme of being true to yourself as loving yourself. Where does that come from? So maybe Unicorn,
Learn
let's
first.
go with you first. So what does that mean for you? Like self-love is not selfish. Where does this come from?
I guess growing up, I knew that I already am part of the bisexual community. But then let's just say that my family is a very religious family. So when you say self love, it's like the acceptance of being who you are is, it's part of that, which is I wasn't able to accept or embrace because I had to pretend that I'm not bisexual because my family wouldn't accept me for who I am. So, yeah.
Okay, hold up. So, wow, sorry. Sige,
Yeah.
balikan ko lang. So it's self-love because, and I'm sorry to have to emphasize this, but because there was a lack of love from others,
Or acceptance, I guess.
or acceptance from others, or actually I guess love in the form of acceptance from others.
Or yes. It's
That
probably
must have been really, really painful to
Yes.
have to. I mean, and you said that you've known that you were bi since you were very young,
Yeah,
and
I
you know,
was.
congratulations, really. Like that's not that's not clarity that a lot of people get. Not even all the way when they're adults now, but I mean, for you to know that and to be secure in that, since the beginning or since when you were young is really, really good. But yun nga, parang must have been really, really painful. So how have you come to the whole thought? I mean, how has that formed in you? You know, to love yourself, really.
um, I had a really, really long list of partners because part of knowing myself is I had to jump from one relationship to another because I can't find the sense of belongingness with a person, or I can't seem to feel that the person accepts me really for who I am. So up until I found my partner. So he was the he was the person who embraced me with everything, with his whole heart and soul. And yeah, we just got married 9 months ago.
Oh,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful. Thank
What?
you.
Like I'm
Thank
mind
you.
blown. Like that.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's sort of like the self-love has paved the way. And tulad ng sinabi mo, you can't really love others if you don't love yourself. So the beauty of the love that you had for yourself has made the way for you to love another person this beautifully enough to want to get married and settle down. That's amazing.
Can I just add one more thing?
Of course you can. You can add several hundreds of things. Go ahead.
The thing about self-love, it's really hard for me because the things I went through is not, so it's not really easy. So up until now I still have issues with self-love, and every day my husband reminds me everything that I need to be reminded of for me to be able to love myself even more.
Yeah.
It's a process. It's not like in one snap you can love yourself. It's really a process.
Mm,
That's beautiful. Thank you
snap
for
for
sharing
the
that.
husband.
Oo.
Right.
Galing na asawa mo. Sorry.
Thank you.
Actually, oo nga eh. I have a question though before we move on.
All right.
Patrick, siguro for Patrick din, just for context. Like,
Sige.
kasi ang hugot ko kasi was yung sa sinabi niya, like the acceptance part. What do you call this? What's the difference between self-love and self-acceptance?
That's a good question.
Question for me, question for Unicorn.
Or siguro for Unicorn,
For
how do you
everyone,
perceive
maybe.
it?
I think actually, so
Yeah.
for Nico, for
Oo.
Purple Star also. Is
Mhm.
there for you guys? Is there a
Ano yun?
difference between self-acceptance and self-love? Pero sige, Unicorn. Let's go with you first.
I guess you can't really accept, who you are if you don't love yourself. Or I think it goes like, I don't know. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
There are no right or wrong answers
Tama,
here. So
totoo
that's
naman.
fine. Like, for you, like, kasi, like, when you're growing up, like, you were saying that it was difficult for, the family or the people around you to sort of accept your preference.
Oh, yeah. So maybe I'll go with the just for me to be able to accept myself, I need to learn how. No, wait, I'm really confused right now. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. My brain is bleeding. Bleeding. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think. Sorry, I'm such a unicorn. Sorry.
Amen.
Sorry, wait, can I just answer it after them? Because
Sige lang, sure.
Sige lang. Okay, Purple Star, Nico, if you want to chime in here.
I'm gonna
Question
try.
is, sige,
Go ahead.
go.
Come on, Purple.
I don't wanna make it complicated kasi natatakot akong maging complicated yung explanation ko. Nakakahiya, di ba?
Sige
Naka-broadcast
lang.
pa naman.
Go lang.
Okay.
So, for me, I think nasabi na to ni ... ni Unicorn. Nasabi na to ni Unicorn. Pero, if once you know what self-love is, self-acceptance will follow. So yes, may differential for me. And bukod sa magkaiba yung term na love and acceptance, it goes together. All the time, in all aspects, hindi lang sa love. So, yan.
Amen. Thank you. Thanks, Purple Star. Nico, your thoughts?
Actually, it's all the same, but for me, you need to accept yourself first, right? When the moment that you've accepted yourself, definitely love would be there. As the song said, love is patient, love is kind. No, it, it's very broad. It's every one of us has their own definition about self-love and self-acceptance. It's how you will define by your life endeavors, the lesson learned, everything. That's why I've mentioned earlier that just be true to yourself and everything will follow. There's no
Amen.
manual sa buhay natin. So, yun.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
I'm
you. We'll do a
interested
quick.
also to know, Jas, ikaw, anong thoughts mo dyan?
Okay, nagsalabi na si Justin.
Oo
Di
nga
ba?
eh. Para lahat ng
Parehas na
hosts.
parehas na. Anyway,
Go ahead.
self-love versus self-acceptance is the question, di ba?
Like, what's the difference for you? Or is there a difference even for you?
No, I think it's more of a process for me. Parang you accept yourself first before you, but parang it's the effect of accepting. It's already as if of course you're loving yourself na rin. So parang somehow they're like paano ba? They overlap, but I think the first thing you should do first is to self-accept before you can say that you love yourself. Parang ganun. But kasi of course, 'di ba, you cannot love yourself without first accepting who you are. Hindi mo nga kilala yung sarili mo, 'di ba? Kung sino ka, 'di ba? Magmamahal ka ba naman ng anino, ika nga, 'di ba? So, 'di ba? It's important for you to first see who you are and accept that. Then saka mo mahalin yung sarili mo. Yun. Ako siguro parang yung thought ko dyan.
Yan. Hindi ko kinaya yung anino.
No, but, diba? I mean, if you think about it, diba? Parang, kasi nga,
Yeah.
makilala, di mo nakikita
Yes.
yung...
You are not just a shell.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Got it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sige.
Ikaw,
From me, from a non-professional, hindi, sige. It's kind of, in my profession, it's hard to separate
as
myself
a
from my
professional na lang.
profession.
Sige, as a professional.
But I think
professional.
acceptance kasi is an act of love, really. So the umbrella really is love. Like you can love without accepting. You can love by respecting. You can love by being compassionate and kind, but not necessarily fully accepting. But I don't think you can accept or you can begin to accept, or actually mahirap siya, no? Parang they are interrelated. It's hard for you to kind of take acceptance away from love and take love away from acceptance. Although actually you can accept something and not love it, or you can accept somebody and not love the person. And you can also love the person in some distant way without having to accept the person too. But the acceptance really definitely adds to the love. So
It
bigger,
magnifies.
it magnifies the love when
Right.
when you're able to accept. But definitely, can you get to the fullest extent of love without accepting? Parang hindi. Hindi siguro. Pero ikaw B, thoughts?
All of the above.
Tama.
No.
Right, good night,
Actually,
everybody. That's it. That's okay.
It's a wrap. No. I guess for me, I agree with like the points naman that were raised kanina. Parang there is a fine
Line.
in
Mhm.
talaga in between and between love and acceptance. But sometimes kasi I think the difference is ano yung mauuna for you.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
accept first before you love, or do you love first before you accept?
That's right.
I guess it's something that's real ang tawag dito. It's something that's different, I guess, for each
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Depends how you perceive one.
Yeah. I was gonna say nga, parang it's always a case to case thing, right? Like sometimes what paves the way for love for a person is the acceptance first.
Mhm.
And and acceptance can mean different things. It can be acceptance by acknowledgement, acceptance through respect, and then it's through that really paves the way for the fullest extent of love. Na talagang, 'di ba? Kasi you can accept but not embrace. Maybe this is like a
Another layer
a
na yan.
syntax thing. Diba? So
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
another
or
layer. I agree.
semantics na siya siguro. Pero yun nga, pero at the same time, some people can make the commitment or the decision to love first and then the acceptance kind of comes after.
Yeah.
Ano ba ang ano ko dito? Personal experience here is parang there are some things kasi that I feel like si Chai, for example, my wife, needs to learn or is learning to accept with me. But she loves me for sure. I mean, otherwise there would not be Cassie, right? But certain things, certain habits, and the same goes for I think all married couples. I think, and maybe Unicorn can even attest to this. Na parang there are certain things like our partners are not perfect, but you love them, and the imperfections you learn to make space for. And I guess in that sense, that's what acceptance is about.
That's where
It's the making
acceptance comes from.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Thanks
tapos
for
na tayo.
answering
Good night.
the question. Okay. Wait.
Grabe, we're just still, we're still, ano pa lang, no? We're in the heating stage pa nga lang, di ba?
Oo
Yeah.
nga eh.
But wait, let's do a segue first kay Purple Star.
Oo
God
nga.
always provides.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit more
Sabihin
about what that means? Like, where does that come from? God always provides.
Okay, so aside from the fact na sobrang dami kong life lessons na hindi ko alam kung alin dun yung pinakamatimbang na yun yung sasabihin ko ngayon, bigla na lang siya nag-pop sa mind ko while I was talking a while ago. Yung God always provides. Yun lang yung nasabi ko, but it doesn't mean na yun yung pinaka top one sa lahat ng life lessons ko. So it's just one of those.
Or it's prevailing. It's a prevailing thing for you, right?
Yes. Well, God always provides. Kasi, totoo naman. Based on my experience, syempre, ang dami na rin pinagdaanan, especially this pandemic. And ang amazing lang kasi He provides, even though hindi yun yung eksakto, He still provides. Sometimes, it's exactly the thing that you want. Sometimes not. Pero ang importante, every obstacle, nalalagpasan naman, diba? So, yun.
Okay.
Out of interest lang, and you don't have to go too deep into this, pero can you give us like, it's na-excite ako sa prospect, but can you give us an example of how in the most miraculous way, I guess, or if in the most recent way, how has God provided for you? It's always good to
Okay,
celebrate
so-
these things, by the way, so wala lang.
yeah.
Yun lang yung curiosity ko. So,
Siguro I'll just refer sa mga recent happenings sa life ko kasi yun yung fresh sa mind ko. Okay lang ba yun?
Yes,
For sure.
Well, just recently, nagkaroon ng COVID yung family ko. So, dun talaga nag-strengthen yung faith ko. And then, I just always talk to him kasi nakakalimutan ko na siyang kausapin every day. Like, I don't even do that religiously when I was young. And ang amazing lang kasi totoo nga naman yung sinasabi ng mga tao na nalalagpasan nga siya. Just, just trust Him na magiging maayos din lahat. And yeah, marami pang hindi na provide pero hindi ko naman kailangan hingiin yun kay God each and every time, diba? Pero just trust na He always provides. And also, today, I think it's a financial problem. And out of the blue, parang nagkaroon lang ng opportunity na magkaroon ng pera. Or like, paano ko ba I won't go into details when it comes to this topic.
Sure.
Pero it's a financial problem sa family. And then randomly, nagkaroon kami ng opportunity na magkaroon ng pera. So, okay, then thank you. At least dahil kailangan nga namin ng extra money at the moment. And then, biglang nagkaroon. Ang galing lang. So, kaya siguro yun din yung sabi ko today. Kasi, I got a news just a while ago na may na-provide sa amin na ganito out of the blue. So, yun.
Ganda. Galing.
I love those out of the blue moments.
Exactly. Diba? Kaya that's why it's so good always to celebrate, the good things that you have. And not even that, I don't think that the lesson here is really to like attribute it all to God. Na parang ibalik mo kagad. But it's really to revel in it and revel in the fact that you always are provided for. So thank you for that. Thank you,
Amen.
Purple Star. Ang galing. I have a question for everybody, and this is in honor of Pride Month. When did you find out? I'm asking this in relation to the whole being true to yourself and loving yourself and accepting yourself.
Wait lang, Patrick. Before
Sige.
they answer, can we do like a segue to Nico first to kind of share the story of the life lesson that she
Part naman na
shared?
siya. Pero yeah, sure.
Plus and then segue na rin to answering your question.
Yeah.
Para siya na yung
Oo.
una. Okay lang ba yun, Nico? Is that
Oo.
okay? Okay, go.
Related siya. So go, Nix.
Yeah. Yun nga. First kasi na-feel ko yung pagod, no? Yung pagod na nagtatago ka sa society. And yung pagiging paranoid mo kung anong iisipin ng iba sa kinikilos mo. Well, in fact, being part of LGBTQ plus mga ganyan, wala namang masama, no? We are all humans, so just be proud. And yeah, minsan iisipin talaga natin yung iisipin ng iba sa mga kilos natin. But just be true to yourself lang talaga. And once na naging totoo ka sa sarili mo kasi, madedetermine mo rin din dyan yung mga gusto mong gawin sa buhay, ano ba talaga yung gusto mong gawin or ipakita kung sino ka talaga sa society. So, yun, doon nag-start yun. And doon ko na feel na ito talaga dapat yung mga goals kong i-hit. Ito yung mga dreams na dapat kong makuha. Lahat nandoon. Basta kailangan mo muna talagang tutukan yung sarili mo. Once na natutukan mo na yung sarili mo, pwede mo nang tutukan yung magiging future partners nila. And susunod din dyan yung mga dreams. Lahat ng gusto mo i-achieve sa buhay. So, yun. Doon ako nanggaling sa pagod.
When did you find out? So how, if you can share, say you don't have to share how old you are now, but how long ago or how long ago was it from today did you find out that you were gay or that you were bi or that you were queer? And then from when you found out, how long before you opened up about it and owned it or came out? And what was that like?
Well, it's kind of funny, no? Kasi it was during
Okay.
my high school days. And nasa CAT kasi ako.
Okay.
Officer ako, no. And
Very
I don't know if
classic.
I don't know if I'm allowed to speak, pero yun na nga, kapag 'di ba pag sa CAT naiinis ka or what, may mga disciplinary actions, no. Kapag ka, well, don't judge me, guys, no.
Nobody
Kapag
is.
ka
Nobody. Yeah.
kapag
Safe
ka may
space.
tsura, yan, pogi,
Okay.
ganon. Kahit you need to give them the disciplinary action, mas pipiliin mong hindi kasi nadadala ka na nga nila. But I'm still confused.
Or more like you get attracted to them, kaya parang di mo na sila didisiplinahin, ganun ba?
Exactly, ganun siya.
Okay.
Pero yun nga, so pagtungtong ko ng college, ayan, Friendster days, medyo old school na tayo, no?
Okay, that's
Nakakita
Yan.
tayong age mo, bro.
that's a
Pero
giveaway
sige.
Yeah.
for the age.
So,
Oy, naabutan natin lahat ng Friendster, guys, on cam.
Oo, yun nga.
So yun, Friendster days, uso pa yung wala pang Android or Apple phones, no. Papasok pa lang sila. So uso pa yung phone pal. Na-meet ko yung first partner ko without seeing his face, I don't have any idea. Wala talaga akong alam kung anong mangyayari. So yun, doon na ako nag-start mag-explore. Tapos after nung nakagraduate nga, ayan, doon ko na-determine sa sarili ko nung nahuli din ako ng family ko about my sexuality.
Okay.
So nag-reflect ako sa sarili ko if tatanggapin ko ba siya or hindi. Kasi nagmamatter din yung religious side ng family and yung sa paniniwala ko. So, yun, doon ko dinetermine talaga na I need to accept myself. I need to be honest kung sino talaga ako. Kasi kung hindi ko tatanggapin yung sarili ko at daw magiging honest, mabubuhay lang ako sa kasinungalingan habang buhay
Yeah.
yan.
Yeah.
And I really hate those things, kahit yung mga white lies, no, yung pinakamaliit na kasinungalingan. I really hate those. Mas okay na magsabi ka ng totoo kaysa yung magtago ka just to save yourself from any consequences na matatanggap mo.
Yeah.
So, yun. Yun lang
Naalala ko
naman.
tuloy si Vanya. Vanya, is that you? Na joke lang. Pero I mean, so it wasn't something. It wasn't something that you opened up like directly with your parents. It was something that they found out. But I guess, how's your relationship with your family now? From how you're talking, it sounds like it's good.
We're good in terms of our relationship, no. Tinanggap naman nila ako. May bilin lang kasi sila. Tama nga naman eh. As long as na hindi ka magpapakita ng masama, that's perfectly fine. Kasi ako, just to share a little, no. Meron kasi kaming group ng puro bisexual, gays, ganyan, and we're doing charities, ganun. So, pang Miss Universe yung eksena, pero inaano kasi namin, tinatanggal kasi namin yung mga bad connotation about the being gay, being lesbian, or being what. Kasi lagi 'di ba sa balita nakikita nila ganito yung ginagawa ng mga gays, ganito yung ginagawa ng mga lesbians and all. And ang hirap-hirap linisin ng mga kalat na nangyayari dito sa paligid natin.
Yeah.
So, it's a matter of doing small things. And magiging viral yan eh, 'di ba? Pag nagpakita ka ng maganda, definitely those people will follow you. Gagawin nila kung ano yung nakita nilang tama. And yun, matatanggap na rin, especially here in the Philippines, napaka-crucial nung sexuality, 'di ba? So, paano natin tutulungan yung mga conservative na mga tao to accept people like me, you know?
Yeah.
So, yun.
May sagot ako dyan, pero mamaya as a culminating message. Pero salamat. So, si Unicorn also said, or she mentioned earlier that it was at an early point in her life. But how about you, Purple Star? When did you find out? And what was that like for you, finding out and then eventually owning up to it?
Finding out about my sexuality?
Your queerness, yes.
Okay. Actually, a while ago,
Before you do that,
sorry. Go ahead.
no, I just wanted to understand lang muna, what's being queer all about now?
So I think it was questioning.
That's a good question.
Yeah, mine is questioning.
Questioning. It's questioning. It's not queer. I think that's different, no?
Okay. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Do educate us.
Oo nga, please.
Yeah, in my own opinion or own knowledge, yung queer is if you don't wanna be labeled as lesbian, bisexual, gay, or trans woman, transgender, or whatever. As long as you feel na I don't know kung alin dyan, basta gay ako. So you can say na queer ka. But my partner told me na Q is also not just for queer, but it's also for questioning. So dun ako nag-fall under.
Okay.
Just for the sake na may masabi ako kung nasang part ako.
Okay.
Or is it more like of a curiosity? Is that similar to that part?
Curiosity. Good question. Kasi parang nandoon nga ako. Actually, parang kanina nga sabi ko, nung pinapractice ko yung intro ko, and I belong to the Q group of the LGBTQ++. Then, sasabihin ko, probably Q. Kasi hindi ko rin sure kung sa Q nga ba ako. So, nandong state ako ngayon actually. Kasi,
Sakto nga, questioning nga.
Questioning your queerness or something, or your
yes,
curiosity.
that's true.
Okay.
Especially I also watch series in Netflix, and ang dami kong natututunan doon. So while I'm learning, I'm questioning myself kung ano nga ba, kasi yung partner ko is a trans man.
Okay.
So, an 5 years na kami in the relationship, pero until now, we're still discussing kung ano yung sexuality ko. Tinatanong ko siya, wait lang, so bisexual nga ba ako? Sabi niya, ewan ko sa'yo. Ganun na lang din yung sinasagot niya sa akin. So, hindi ko rin alam.
Okay. But out of curiosity rin, sa pronouns, do you identify yourself as a he, she, or they?
They?
She ako, yeah. She, female, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So her, she, her, female. Okay.
She, her,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you. But when did you discover that? And what was that like, kind of
When,
journeying? Not struggling, but journeying with that.
Or when did you start questioning?
Oo nga.
Okay, I started questioning when my partner came out as a trans man.
Okay.
So, nung naging trans man siya, nung nag came out siya as trans man, na-confirm sa akin eh. Na-feel ko na trans man siya. Pero syempre, nung nanggaling na mismo sa kanya, di na-confirm sa akin.
Mhm.
For the benefit of our audience, trans man is transition
Assigned female at birth.
At birth,
Transition
yes.
to man.
Okay.
Yes, transition to man.
Yeah.
So, now he's a straight guy, and sabi ko din, makes sense because I'm a straight girl. But okay, that was last 2017 nung he came out as a trans man. Then na-confirm sa akin na so straight girl nga ako. Kasi I used to think na baka bisexual ako nung high school and college ako. So wala, enjoy ko lang naman whatever ganyan. I really thought that I was bisexual. And then nung nag-came out nga yung partner ko, na-confirm na, so straight nga ako. Siguro na-confused lang ako, nakala ko bisexual ako. Parang ganun.
Okay.
Especially sobrang open nung college. Sobrang, sobrang open-minded ng mga friends ko. So, I really thought I was bisexual. But then now, so what kung straight ako, but I have a lot of gay friends? Pwede naman yun, di ba?
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Ngayon, ang alam ko lang ay straight couple kami. Pero in the process, may mga questions pa rin kami. Lalo na ako, kung straight ba talaga ako or not.
Yeah.
So
Thank
yun,
you.
I'm still in my journey, guys.
Thank you.
Update ko kayo.
Hence the point of questioning, di ba?
Oo, kaya pa rin siya Q. It
Yeah.
might turn out eventually, and I don't mean this as a joke, it might turn out eventually that you find out that maybe you're neither. You're not.
Yeah, pwede.
Diba?
Pansexual, that's
No, it's non-binary. So
non-binary, right?
yeah.
News flash yun if malaman kong non-binary ako kasi yung partner ko actually non-binary nga daw siya. So
yun.
baka
diba?
nga ganun, 'di ba? Pero yung soji ko, ilang beses ko na na-review yan. Yung soji ko klaro sa akin. Alam ko kung ano yung soji ko. So, ayun.
Soji.
Oh my God, sorry.
Soji is sexual. Is that that's the term for sexual orientation, gender
Preference, ganyan. Okay.
Yeah.
Gender identity and gender
Okay.
expression.
Expression.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry kung naguluhan din kayo sa akin.
Hindi,
Naguluhan din kasi
okay
ako
lang.
magulo.
No, not at all.
Ito yung mahirap pag tatlo yung, hindi man mahirap as in like nakakapagod, pero mahirap kasi ang juicy yung sasabihin ko dapat. Hindi juicy. Sobrang malaman. Juicy talaga. Sobrang malaman yung usapan.
So packed, diba? It's so
Yeah, it is.
It's not. Of course, if it's packed, it's so hard to digest somehow.
Right.
Yes, but you're doing it. You're getting there na parang, diba?
Well, what I am thankful for, however, I mean, I know that we have like 5 minutes and we need to wrap up or extend that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Pero I mean, like what I'm really happy about is we have examples of we have 3 examples here of what it really means to be sincere and true to yourself. You know, people who have really, if not necessarily fully just yet, but who have um have come to some sense of clarity about who they are, and they're owning it. It's not them rejecting it. And I think if I'm going to tie everything together, if I'm going to tie the lessons from the three people that we have here together, is that um God loves you and accepts you for who you are, regardless of who you think or who you know yourself to be. Tanggap ka naman niya eh. And parang so there's no point really to not love yourself because God loves you. And when you allow that love to really seep in from God and from yourself, and everything just kind of follows. So um sige, may question si Father Nono, sagutin ko siya mamaya
Sige.
bago tayo mag-end. Pero I think, is there, in honor again of Pride Month, is there anything that you guys, Unicorn, Nico, Purple Star, you wanna share, or as a parting message to maybe those who are kind of either confused or unsure or
Afraid.
embarrassed or afraid or unaccepting? Is there anything that you want to say to any of these, I guess, populations or audiences? Let's start with Unicorn.
Okay. Siguro, paano ba? Take a leap. I know it's really, really hard, especially if you belong to a family who's very traditional when it comes to accepting, these kinds of, I mean, kami, itong community namin. Siguro, kung baga, respect na lang din muna kahit yung binabato nila sa'yo is hindi ka nila tanggap. You have to, stay strong kasi ang hirap-hirap magtago. To be honest, hindi pa ako nagka-come out sa family ko until now. So, but I'm trying as much as possible. I'm trying to wiggle myself in sa family ko na ganito ako na I like girls also, even though I'm married to a man. I took a leap and I went, kahit hindi ako tanggap ng family ko, wala, I had to, kailangan ko silang iwan kasi hindi ako mag-grow. Hindi ko matatanggap yung sarili ko as bisexual kapag hindi ko sila binaypass. Sorry, I don't mean this as parang leave your family or ignore or whatever. It's just I understand why they're not accepting me as bisexual. It's because they love me too much. They want me to have a normal life. I know, I understand that, but this is me. I can't follow what they want kasi magpa-pretend lang ako na hindi ako bisexual kapag ganon. Yeah. So guys, sa lahat ng mga takot mag-come out, it's okay, take your time, pero be strong. Wag din as much as possible kahit hindi pa kayo out, wag kayong gagawa ng, na ikasisira pa ng community natin. So I know time will come for you na pwede ka nang matanggap ng mga tao and everything. And then pag andyan na yung opportunity, go. Take a leap. Grab it.
And yung ikasisira din ng sarili mo, di ba? The person who you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't be, you won't be able to reach that if you yourself,
holding yourself back.
Right.
Thank you. Powerful message there. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right.
Purple Star.
All right. So, I'll just base it from my experience and probably sasabihin ko to kasi gusto ko rin to sabihin sa sarili ko.
Sige.
It's okay to be confused.
Okay.
It's okay
That's
to
so
be
true.
confused kasi it's part of your learning process. And at the end of the day, you might just find out na there's actually nothing to be confused. It's more on nape-pressure ka lang dahil sa society kasi sabi ng society kailangan may label ka. Sabi ng society kailangan nasa ganitong category ka. Baka nga nape-pressure ka lang 'di ba?
That's right.
So just enjoy your life. Enjoy your life and enjoy who you are. It's okay if you don't know your label. But of course, it's so amazing to have a label. If you're that kind of person, meron kasing iba ayaw eh. Ako kasi gusto ko. I love labels in
Yeah.
all sorts of labels. But
Record labels, ganyan. Joke lang.
yeah, bottom
Hindi na
line
ako
is
magjo-joke.
that's fine. Bottom line is it's okay to be confused, and you enjoy the learnings.
Yeah.
You'll have to learn every day. Diba?
Amen.
Well,
I
I have a-
definitely agree. Sige, Josh, ikaw muna.
No, I just wanted to, naalala ko lang kasi I have this favorite phrase that just parang went by lang na lost is a place too. Being lost is also like a place
So
where you
true.
can be. Kasi
Yeah.
parang sometimes when you're lost, that's even the best time you actually parang get to think about who you are, where
Exactly.
you're at.
Yeah.
You're more aware.
Mhm.
You're more mindful that you are lost.
Yeah.
Because you're in that state. Therefore, you get to what? Try to feel yourself understanding. You're forced to do that.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. Naalala ko lang, just past, and
Hindi,
then-
tama naman. Parang, it's another way of, the example that I had in my head kasi di ba parang, kunwari, sino to? Kalimutan ko na tuloy kung sino yung existentialist philosopher. French. Whatever. Diba, the more he
French
doubted
pala.
his own existence,
Mm-mm.
the more he found security or more clarity in the fact that he did exist. Kasi otherwise, I can't doubt or I can't know that I exist if I don't know or if I
Doubt.
exist at all. Basta parang, sino yan? God. Sartre.
Descartes?
Jean-Paul Sartre. Or Descartes. No, it's Jean-Paul
No,
Sartre.
John Paul Sartre, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yun. So yes, exactly. It's in the doubt that where you really find. So parang don't allow yourself to be like confined really by somebody else. Find that answer for yourself, and you can sometimes if you need to get lost to find that answer, then by all means get lost.
Wow.
Lol, get lost. Legend.
Thank you for what you said, Sir Patrick and Sir
Wag niyo ako
Justin.
sir. My God.
Nako, utang na loob.
Sorry.
May comment din dito.
Okay,
They're
Patrick
not
and
lost.
Justin. Yan, yung nakuha kong lesson, may life lesson ako today. Yung nakuha ko sa mga sinabi ninyo, you have to be lost in order to be found. Tama ba?
Oo.
Yun. So parang enjoy the beauty of being lost. Kasi it's part of your life. It's part of your
Amen.
journey. So yeah,
Right.
I'm enjoying that. I'm confused right now. Love it.
Hindi masama at saka wag ka rin matakot na
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
You
so
were
much.
saying B, sorry, ano yun? Someone commented.
No, si Father Nono nag-comment siya. Sabi niya, but they're not lost. They're just in a different place. That's also a good way to think about it. Because I kind of agree. I was about to say that. I kind of agree. Na like, being lost is not really being nowhere, but being someplace else, somewhere else.
That you have yet to either explore
Yeah.
Or accept.
to know or to accept. Yeah.
And
You are
really
in that
with
state.
eyes of love. Alam mo yun? Things
Yeah.
like that.
Always in the context of love and respect.
Correct.
Amen to that. Okay, sige, si Nico muna before we do the final
Wrap up.
reacts. Yes.
Okay, so yun, for me, it's about time to face your journey. No, magkakaroon talaga yan ng friction. Always remember. But I'm not saying to disregard your family or kung sino man yung mga nagmamahal sa inyo. But at the end of the day, no, sarili at sarili mo lang talaga din yung tatayo, no, magpapakita sa current situation mo at this point. And sometimes magiging maganda ang result or hindi talaga.
Yeah.
But always remember na first madedetermine dyan kung ano ba talagang help or support ang kailangan mo once na hinarap mo na yung journey mo.
Yeah.
And lastly, yun. matututunan mo kung paano talaga magmahal
Yeah.
ng natural.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen.
I think if I can add anything to that, really, is that the tension or the friction that happens because you own who you are, it's not your fault. It's the limited understanding of and limited knowledge of the people around you that causes the friction. There are all these misconceptions about what it means to be part of the LGBTQIA plus. But for as long as you're true to yourself and you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting anybody. Their anger, their anger and their misunderstanding is misplaced. So love yourself, be true to yourself. Thank you, Nico. Just to answer the question of Father Nono. Sorry, bago tayo magtapos. Um, ah, love na naman daw. Ayaw ni
Pwede
Bian
bang,
yan.
pwede bang
Sorry.
kontrahin ko muna to? Father,
Sige,
no.
sige.
It's
Ayan.
all about love for me. Nakakaloka ka. Naging defensive bigla. Love na naman. Ayaw daw. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. For the longest time, my understanding of what the gender or sexual fluidity or the whole spectrum is that I thought or I believed it to be genetic, and that's why we had no control over it. But what is understood now by the body of knowledge that is researching sexuality, so from a philosophy perspective, from a psychological perspective, from a biological perspective, is that it's a mixture of all of those things. There's no one singular determinant really of a person's sexuality or sexual identity. A person can parang it's only ever, I think, like 3/3 of the body of research that or the variance that attributes it to genetics, but it's not. It's possible, for example, to be raised in a by two gay parents and still come out straight. It's possible to be surrounded or to be like genetically straight but be surrounded by and to have it normalized that people of the same gender or of the same sex are love each other and have romantic relations with each other, so that could influence you too. So there's I guess quick answer really is that there's no singular determinant of sexuality, but I guess that just really reinforces the idea that we learn to accept it. You know, we can keep trying to understand it, and understanding is good. But as long as the understanding paves the way for acceptance and love. So, yeah.
All right.
That's my last stuff on it. B,
Game,
just
sige.
take it away.
Final words ako. Game. I wanna react to each one eh. Gusto ko sana take 15 minutes. Joke lang.
Okay, sige. Bye guys. Good
Our
night.
show pala to.
Kayo na si B.
No. Siguro, let's start with yung order of ano na lang natin, introduction na lang natin. For Unicorn, I guess, I'm just really happy that you were able to find a refined or a reformed meaning of love for you where you are right now. And I'm glad that you are accepting it and you are loving yourself where you are now. And then for Purple Star, I mean, my God, enjoy the journey. I'm actually excited for you, for her, for you, yeah. Because I think like it's all about yun nga, since sabi natin paulit-ulit, it's all about the journey. And I think being in that road, it doesn't mean that there's only one road.
Amen.
Like there would be forks along the way.
Yep.
It's I think it's just a matter of not really finding yourself but molding yourself into how and what you want to become to be. Yeah. And for Nico naman, actually kanina ko pa gusto sabihin eh, I love the idea what you're doing now with your community, that you're doing charity because you want to fight that stigma. I'm glad and at the same time sad that people like those people belong in the community still find the need that they have to prove themselves in a way just to fight the stigma. Kasi for me, and I say this to everyone, I guess, it doesn't matter what your sexual preference is, as long as you're a good person, as long as you promote love, as long as you make good decisions and decisions out of love. Your thoughts are full of love. Your actions, your words are fueled by love. I think that's the most important thing, regardless of your sexual preference. So I just really want to advocate for that. So Father Nono, di ko gusto. Sabay ganun bigla eh. Sige na, bago tayo umiyak. Ganun. Okay.
Triggered.
Any last words, Joss?
Just, ikaw naman.
Ako, well, ako, I'm just happy to be living in this lifetime where things like this are happening. I mean, the feeling of being accepted, although not yet full, but at least the way to do it is there, diba? I can't imagine, of course, being in that period in this, in our history where you're judged, up to a point that you'd be stoned to death or, diba? I'm glad that I'm living this lifetime that I am at least feeling safe, But of course, it's not yet a full it's kumbaga, hindi pa rin yun eh. Hindi pa rin talaga nagtatapos. It's still a battle that we in the community are still fighting, to be at, where it's already like everybody has this understanding and acceptance that some of the people that are close to us, are already doing, they're accepting for who we are. And of course, I'm proud of meeting I'm glad rather that I'm meeting people like our strangers tonight that have shown to us, even the truest sense of being Christian, which is of course loving your neighbor, loving yourself, and loving God. So I'm glad, na these three people have, been a picture for us of this community that's very loving. Yeah, and of
Amen
course,
to that. Amen to
love,
that.
love, love.
Yeah, I just want to say that this is always going to be a safe space for like everybody. Please do. If you want to return to the show, go ahead. It's an
Yeah.
open invitation. Anyway, so we have gone over time. Thank you guys again so much. Thank you, Justin, for joining us. Thank
Yes,
you to
thank you,
our beautiful strangers. And this has been MindEd, your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits. My name is B. I am just a letter.
My name is Pat.
And we
Just
have
ikaw.
And I'm Justin, of course, a radyo-katipunan.
right.
We'll see you again next week.
And
Thanks,
happy
guys.
Father's Day weekend.
Yes,
Thank you. Happy Father's Day. And stay
Bye. Yeah.
Let's go, Jay.
Let us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B, here on MindEd.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso